Hi, hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Linnell. This is Love is Key. The key to love is to love yourself first. Love is key. Here on my channel, I talk about all things self love, self esteem, self worth, self evolving, things that all things that deal with the self, the me, the you, all those aspects talked about here. Yes, here. This is the channel for that. And today I want to talk about the lack of self-love, where that lack come from. So, as children, and I realize this because I've experienced this. So, as children, we have a bountiful amount of self-love and self-esteem. Confidence is just up to the sky, and no one can take that from us. We're just on top of the world and we're loving it, we're having fun and flying high in it. But as we grow and we mix and mingle, we get enrolled into kindergarten and we get with the other kids and adults, that high level of self-esteem, that high level of confidence, it gets broken down pretty good. You know, kids can be quite cruel. You can have the taunting and the teasing, and you have some kids that can bounce back from that. But then you have other kids that continuously experience that, and not only from kids, but they get it from adults as well. So you couple those two together with a continuation of that happening to that kid, you have a pretty messed up kid growing up. So those experiences, they stay with us. They get embedded in our subconscious mind. They get bedded deep down inside into our subconscious mind. And a lot of times when we become adults, those memories of those bad experiences, they come out in our behaviors. We forget about what happened. We forget about the taunting or the mistreatment from that adult. It gets forgotten about. And it molds and shapes us into the people we are. It gives us a perception of who we are as kids. So you got a little 6, 7 year old kid that's being told by an adult that you're stupid, you're dumb, you're ugly, and then you have kids that's doing the same thing. That kid will believe what's being said about them. That kid will believe all the "you're ugly, you're dumb, ew, you're ugly, you're fat." That's going to be a believing thought that that kid is going to have in their brains. The repeating of those negative statements to that kid eats it up in their brain. Not that they want to, but that's all that they're hearing. They're constantly hearing that. So they're believing it. So that belief, that thought, those statements that they're hearing about themselves, it's a belief that they have about themselves. It it develops into a belief. So as they grow, they believe that. So they become that. And then they're growing up into a teenager, adult. So those beliefs, those thoughts is that person. That person is those thoughts from the past. And kids could be so cruel, like I said, adults too. Like cruel, cruel. It's horrible. I used to get those taunting. I used to get the blackie and crispy, your burnt cheeseburger, all that. Yeah, it was crazy. So those experiences, they come out, they manifest in our adult life. And a lot of times in our interaction with other people, something triggers those experiences to come out in our behavior. So I have a friend who he just had to tell me, like, he's a very good person. So he will always pull me to the side and grab my hands and be like, confidence, confidence. I was like, what are you talking about? This is just driving me crazy. But I didn't know. Like, I didn't know. I didn't know what he was talking about. I didn't know what he was referring to. I mean, I know he was talking about me, but like, what? So he would always tell me, stop walking around here like with your head down. Like, stop. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So I said, there's something to that. I'm going to check that out. Let me see what's going on with me. So I began to observe my own behavior, my own thoughts, and I just began to watch myself internally. And I noticed that there are times, a lot of times, where I walk with my head down. I look like I'm unsure or I'm shy or I'm afraid even. And I'm like, oh, nah, this ain't cool. I can't. Nah, I can't. I got to do something about this. Yeah, I'm going to fix this. Yeah. But wait a minute. How I'm going to fix it? I didn't know how to fix it. So what I ended up doing was I realized that it takes 21 days for us to learn a new habit. 21 days, that's it. So just like back in the day when that kid was hearing all those bad things, you're this and you're ugly, from the adult as well as the kid, just like that repetition changed that person's thought of himself, perception of himself, that kid, same thing. We could do that now. Same thing. That's why on my other videos, I have positive affirmations on there. I have the you are affirmations and I have I am affirmations. They are phenomenal. Like, affirmations, like, you can reprogram your mind. If that is something that you went through, if you went through something similar, if you went through something worse than that, reprogram your mind. Your self-love is like the foundation of any and all relationships. You have to love yourself first, but you have to love the good and the bad. And once you realize what's really going on deep down inside of you and you fix it, it's like, dang, it's like mind blowing. And you start your self love journey. And it's an amazing journey. So, like I said, 21 days. 21 days to reprogram your mind. And you don't have to stop at the 21. You could keep going. Like, you have to do the work. If you want to change, if you want to see the change, do the 21. Do more than 21. Just keep going. Positive affirmations. And like I said, I have the you are affirmations, just like the kids taught the kids back in the day, you are ugly and you are affirmations. They say examples are you are enough. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You bring value to this world. You do that. You make a difference and you are important. Very important. Remember that. I have I am affirmations as well so that you can repeat them to yourself or out loud. Remember, repetition is how our brain works. Repeat them over and over again. Repetition with those affirmations, they will soon become your truths, just as they did when we were little. Those negative statements, we're going to wipe all that out, wipe them all out. We're going to replace them with positive statements about ourselves. Positive, and that's it. Because love is key. The key to love is to love yourself first. We gonna get this together. God bless you. See you in my next video.